Okay, here we are in the middle of February. We're getting ready for the Atlantic 10 Championships and the New England Championships. This week we will be going to the New York Armory in New York City, and our primary goals down there are going to be to try to prepare the team for the New Englands and for the Atlantic 10 Championships. As I've said before, we're a little bit late because we haven't done the amount of speed work that we normally would do. So we're a little bit behind where we would like to be at this time. But going into the meet, I think that we really do look pretty solid. It's a non-scoring meet, so we're able to do exactly what we want to as far as entries and things of that nature. In the middle distance area, Nate Wigton is going to run another 1,000. He's our leading man in the 1,000. He'll certainly be able to run faster at the Armory and get a better seed time for the Atlantic 10 meet. When we look at the 800, we've got Dan Shears and Marcus Rodriguez, who have both been running very, very solidly, and they want to improve their times. And this week we'll have two additions in there. High hurdler Mark Castelletti will be joining in there, and Mike Cook also will be running the 800 and the mile. John DeGangi from Westerly will also be making his debut in the 800. So those should be pretty interesting. DeGangi's coming off injury, and Castelletti's had some hamstring problems from his hurdling. As we look at the 200-400 area, Anthony Davidson will run both of those events, and being a tall runner, I think that the bank turns of the Armory will really be an advantage for him. Behind him, Jalen Young, a freshman, will only do the 200. He's been battling some foot problems, so we're going to not really do much with him except let him fly in a 2. Victor Boonham, who has been running great for us in the 60 and in the 200, will certainly run great in the Armory this weekend. He had never competed in indoor track in high school. He was a hockey player, and now he's really starting to show that he's making his adjustments to the track and field circuits. As we get to the hurdles, Seaton and Castelletti probably will not be competing for us in the hurdles, and so the duties will come to Shaikat Barden. He looks great in practice, and I think he's going to show a lot of good things. As we look at the Atlantic 10 meet, the conference limits us to 32 roster members and only 3 men per event. So it becomes very tough for us to make decisions about who's going to compete, what events they're going to compete in, and just how we're going to be able to stay under that 32-man minimum. So it's time to fly. Jalen is very, very talented. He has more experience outdoors than he does indoors, and I think he's a little timid and maybe a little bit, intimidated by varsity competition as a freshman. The last week or so, we've really seen him start to pick up a little bit. He is training great. He has had some problems with his feet. His feet are blistering pretty heavily, and we're working on that with the doctors and that kind of thing. Certainly gives us everything he has every time he gets out on the track, so that's kind of a neat thing to have. Well, Andrew Rigstad, one of our captains, has been injured most of the season, so he's really been around with the guys quite a lot, and yet he's very, very frustrated because he is injured. And Nicholas Guscott is also a little bit banged up with his hamstring, and so both of them have been facing their personal problems as far as injuries go, that kind of thing. But they've really kept their attitudes very positive and given a lot of support to everybody and really pulling the team together. I think they're doing a great job. And Nate Wigton, who is our cross-country captain, has also been really working with the middle distance guys to keep them excited and focused on, A10s and New England.